When this is in the housing, this had no problem. I snapped that thing off in about 2 seconds. Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. You can see all the fun projects we currently have behind me. The room is come along great. I'm going to get you inside and show you that quick. The door from the garage has been installed. All of the spackling's done. Please, in the comments, I hope you ridicule me terrible because I did spackling, which I hate doing. But anyways, everything's all done. We got to do a little bit more of a skim coat, the monster. And this room will be ready for paint. But that's not the purpose of this video, and probably why most of you are actually here today. Well, this would be the purpose of this video. It's my dad's 2021 CF Moto C4 600. It's been on the channel one other time when I did a fuel pump on it. Well, up at our camp, the drive shaft on this, or the CV shaft on this side is very nice and new because we just replaced it. Because up at our camp, the logger did a great job of, well, getting sticks everywhere, and it ripped the boot. So we thought that was going to be the hard part. News to us, because it wasn't the hard part. The hard part was actually, well, I'll show you. The belt's a little glazed. We need to replace the belt. And, well, you got to take this, the clutch is right here for the crankshaft. You got to take that bolt off. And, well, it's reverse thread. I'm going to start off this whole part explaining this by what the other guy in the video that I watched did not describe. It's reverse thread. So it's righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. You can see I went lefty-tighty, and well, that broke. And I watched another guy. This is the guy that actually showed me the trick. When this is in the housing, the actually only thing holding pressure on the threads is the head of the bolt. And when the head of the bolt's gone, well, you can take a screwdriver, and that's what I did. Took a flat-bladed screwdriver, stuck it in the hole, and you just twist it. Well, righty-tighty, of course. And as you can see, it's all right there. And it showed me that trick. Well, he had a Milwaukee, and he's like, I don't know how guys do this. I'm the guy that can do it. And he was really working his Milwaukee. You know, what are those things? A couple, $400 or $500 probably for those impacts. Well, as you most know, many of you guys follow the channel know, I bought this nice Bauer impact cordless a year ago. And, well, he really had to work it for the Milwaukee. This had no problem. I snapped that thing off in about 2 seconds. Went from, well, lefty-loosey to lefty-really-loosey really quick. So, well, the problem I'm having now is that the magnet is kind of struggling to get the bolt out the rest of the way. So, I'm going to try a trick. If not, I got to go get a grabby tool. It's out. I wanted to smash this thing. Here's the trick I ended up finding, though. If I can grab a hold of this stuff. So, this is the part that was stuck in there. What ended up happening when I thought the magnet couldn't pull, I realized that this was just trying to go through threads. So, I actually found that the broken part, if I put it back on the other broken part and put the impact on it and slowly spun it, it actually pulled it all the way out really quick. So, I went and bought a 4-pound magnet, and, well, I needed one anyways, I guess. But those are out. The belt was junk. I actually found some issues with it. So, now, before we go any further, it's an M36 for the back end and I think it's a 32 for the actual clutch part. And then it's an M18 for the bolt that I broke. Or a M18. It's an 18 millimeter. I'm saying M's. I'm shot myself here. 32 millimeter or 36 millimeter for the back. 32 millimeter for the front. 18 millimeter for that bolt that I broke. Now, we'll flip you guys around here. To separate this so that way I can get the belt in it all the way, I needed an M6 bolt. You thread it, one side's threaded, the other side isn't. You thread it in, and then it actually pushes and separates these two, so that way the belt will actually fit. So I'm going to get all of this kind of reassembled, and then, well, I'm just going to have to wait till either our local CF Moto dealer, fingers crossed, has one. If not, well, Dad's going to be using my four-wheeler for turkey season because I broke his four-wheeler. And other list of to-do things around here. This has been a great day for me. Our wonderful camp tractor. Well, I don't really do a whole lot with this. Maybe change oil in it once every couple of years because we don't use it a ton anyways. You should change oil every year though. Well, the deck is off because the belt went to pieces last year. Well, we went and bought a new $58 belt. Then I flip it over, go, I'm going to clean it. And, well, the middle deck quill is broken half, so there's really nothing holding that anymore. The bolts are so rounded off, I can't even get the blades off anymore. So, wonderful Amazon special. $112 later, I've got 3 new deck spindles, blades, bolts, a new belt that's going to be a spare for our tractors here. All that stuff coming, and then this can get put back together and out of here. Maybe even look at the transmission. But the main reason why you guys are here is, well, this. So we'll be back when I have it all reassembled. Okay, it's all back together. Well, minus the one bolt. But I'll show you. Okay, so this is a 36 millimeter. It's regular thread. You don't have to worry about this one. Just lefty, loosey, righty, tighty for this one. This side is where it gets into the whole left-handed thread stuff. So this nut right here that holds the clutch on, that is a 32 millimeter. Then there's the bolt that's, well, in pieces on the floor right now, but that's an 18 millimeter head. You put that back in, just torque it down in with the impact, you'll be fine with that. And then the cover goes back on with all the 10 millimeter bolts. I think is what these all are. I had an 8 millimeter over here. Oh, never mind. 10 millimeter. Mind my gibbering here. The 8 millimeter was for the bolt that goes in here. So one of these two holes, I'm not sure which one it is right now. This upper one has the threads in it. You'll have to look with the light. You screw that M6 bolt in, and that's what expands this way further. And then the belt gives room to slide in and out of. When you put this nut back on it, that's what scrunches it back together where it's supposed to be. So there is a hole. Breaking procedure. Refer to your owner's manual on exactly what you have to do to break it all in. Knowing old Dad, it'll be like I was raised. Breaking in. But this other belt was toast. There were some brake marks in it, and it needed to be replaced. It'll be an okay spare if in a pinch something happens, but we're going to have to wait until I get the bolt that I sheared off and replace it. Hopefully Tuesday when we go to the dealer, they have one in stock. Otherwise, like I said, middle of May it'll be here, but that's pretty much it. I hope this never happens to any of you guys. Dad did say, Dad, you're probably watching this, that the front CV shaft went way too easy. And I'm like, belt be nothing. Well, my daughter's talking to me. The video I'm watching, I didn't really pay attention. I'm going to be honest with you. And I mean, it only says right on it, left hand. Maybe I should have read that. Anyways, it's my fault, so I'm taking the blame for it publicly. And I'm going to get the new bolt for him so I can get his four-wheeler back. I'm really hoping that they have one in stock and he can get this back and then he can enjoy turkey season. I don't do it, but hopefully he has no issues with it. Eventually we got to get some hubcaps. These poor things need to be pressure washed because they've been pounded in the mud, but that's it. If you guys love this video and it was helpful for you, give us a little like. If you look forward to seeing more content, hit the subscribe button because we got plenty of other things going on. The Yukon build is still going on. Eventually I'll get that back in the garage and start working on it. I've been dragging my feet a little bit. Needs universals, a whole bunch of this list of stuff. And there's some old stuff that's been recorded. I'm going to be honest, like the frame repair and stuff. That's all old, but I don't really want to put that out until I get the rest of the stuff done on it. So it's all going to kind of be pieced together. You guys won't notice because it's been done in the garage and the rest of it will be done, well, here. But so anyways, give us a like, give us a subscribe, leave a comment, and well, we'll catch you in the next one.